Okay, I think we're up. Yep, we're good. All right. Hello again. I'm going to do another one of these things. Today, I'm going to be making chilaquiles, or I guess you can just call them breakfast nachos. It's just my own little take on them. You know, it's nothing, I wouldn't call this traditional. Maybe a little. But anyway, it's just basically crispy tortilla strips, tossed in some salsa verde. I'm gonna throw some couple of fried eggs on top there. And melted cheese and some other toppings. We'll get to that when we get to that. But as far as the tortillas go, I'm gonna do a mix of blue corn and white corn, just because I think it'll be pretty. And yeah, there's not really a taste difference that I've ever been able to tell, but it'll look cool. So I'm gonna go 2 blue corn and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 white corns. I think that'll be good. So I'm gonna make sure these are nice and separated. I'm just gonna cut them into about 3/4 inch strips, something like that. I think that'll work nice. Same over here. And then I already got my deep fryer preheated over here. Just about a little bit over 350. So I'm gonna break these up, and these is just gonna take just a couple minutes to fry. So I'm gonna get all these blue corn ones in here, get all these white corn in here, and get them in right away. And I like to put the lid over it a little bit while it goes, so it doesn't splash everywhere. But especially for the first few seconds that these are cooking, it's important. You gotta move them around a bit so they don't stick together. I mean, it only really matters for the first few seconds, because after that, then they won't stick anymore. But so I'm gonna move them around, and it's real quick, and let those go for a sec. And I'm gonna turn the broiler on in my oven. Let's see, we'll go, whoa, that's fine. And while that's going, normally I'd make some homemade salsa verde or get some from the deli, but I have this can of green enchilada sauce, and you know, it's what we have, and I think it'll work just fine. So that's what I'm gonna use. This day and age, when you can't leave your house as often as you'd like, it's important to use what you got. Oops, just splashed a little bit there. Rinse that off. Put that in recycling. Okay, so just gonna pour a little bit in this pan here. I think that's plenty. I can always add more. And you can tell when these are getting about done, because the bubbles will start dissipating. And you can give them a little feel too. They'll feel crispy. And we're gonna toss this in the sauce, and then it's gonna go in the oven with the cheese, and it's gonna broil for a little bit. So they're gonna get a little soggy, but that's kind of how chilaquiles is. They get a little soggy. They'll retain some crispiness. Crispiness? Is that a word? But yeah, they'll be good. So I got my tossing bowl, that was loud, right here, and see, these are about done. Let's see. No, I think we can go a little bit longer. Another like 30 seconds here. And those are gonna go into the bowl, and then I'm gonna toss some salt. This right now, the sauce, I'm gonna put on like medium high, actually high. Let me get this going as quickly as possible. And the chips are gonna go, after I salt them, they're gonna go right into the sauce. And I'm gonna build this whole thing right in this cast iron pan. I know of the salsa verde, the tomatillos or the tomatoes, it's a little acidic, which is not always good for cast iron, but this guy's well seasoned, and I don't think it'll be an issue. If it was a lesser seasoned pan, or a newer pan, I wouldn't do that until it had been thoroughly seasoned. But as I said, we get a good season on that bad boy. I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, these are done. See how quick that was. Get all that excess oil off. Into the pan they go. And now, I'm going to turn the deep fryer off. There we go. And now we salt these guys while they're still nice and hot. And still have a little bit of oil on them. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. And now these are going. You know what? I think I need to adjust this GoPro just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm just sitting a little bit too much on my belly, not enough this counter. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. Now, these are going right into the salsa verde here. And let that get hot. It'll be a little bit easier to toss when it's hotter. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get this pan. This is gonna be for the eggs. I'm gonna get this on pretty high heat here. Just let that go. And you can also use a spatula for this because the sauce is kind of thick. And like I said, you don't really need to, you don't want to worry about busting the chips up a little bit. It's not a big deal. I mean, they're going to get soggy and bust up a little bit. I'm just getting this a little warm because, like I said, it's going in the oven too. But try to get a nice little bubble on there. I might have added a little too much sauce to this pan. When I scrape them into the cast iron, I'm just going to leave a little bit of the sauce behind it. I can eat that with some chips later or something. Look, it's Noodles, guys. Can you see Noodles? Can you see her down there? You see her? There she is. There she is. Okay. As you can see, this is already nice and hot. So we're already going to start building these. Basically. Right into the cast iron here. I'm going to try to not get all the sauce. That's pretty good. And you can call this chilaquiles, you can call it breakfast nachos, whatever you want. And there's really no rules. Just, you know, make it however you want. Use whatever toppings you want. I like to put eggs on mine. And cheese. I'm actually going to be using chihuahua cheese and some queso fresco. And then I got some red onion, got some fresh jalapeno, I've got a few sprigs of cilantro. And I was going to put avocado in there too, but they're not quite ripe yet. So we're going to hold off on that. Actually, wait, I'm going to actually eat this sauce. Or maybe drizzle it on the... Okay. I'm going to do 2 eggs. So, egg 1. Ooh, I want to break the yolk. Good one. Oh, I didn't want to break them for me right away. And then, whoa, this one. An egg 2. And the yolk broke on that one, so now I'm embarrassed. That egg broke really weird. Okay, and while those are going, the salt, a little bit of black pepper. Let that go for a minute. And while that's going, broiler's already on. I am going to cheese up these chips. I'm going to do quite a bit of cheese. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop this right into the broiler. Oven light. And just gonna let these go for a minute here. Turn it down a bit. I like to get my eggs where they're a little crispy, crunchy around the edges here, and just then the yolks are just, or the whites are just set. I like the yolks a little runny. This one's going to be obviously broke, so, but we'll still have one runny yolk. Oh well. Let's see here. In the meantime, I can prepare my toppings, and I'm going to do some red onion. That's going to be plenty right there. And I'm going to do just a little bit of fresh jalapeno. Just sliced real thin. Just a few. I think that's probably pretty good. Save the rest of that for later. And I'm going to do some, I'll tear those off while I'm building. Actually, I want a few more slices of jalapeno. That's good. Okay. Some of these onions broken up a little bit here. Hopefully you guys can see this. I think I'm at a good angle. I don't know if my camera froze. No, I don't know. Maybe it did. Let's check on this. Cheese is melting good. I'm actually going to turn the broiler up to high. So I want that cheese to get a little brown. Okay, so, and I'm going to do a little sour cream on there. I'll open this up when it's ready. Close up my tortillas. One and a two. Put these over here. Just about where I want them. Get a glove here. Now, where are we? Oh, melted, but not enough. Not enough brown for me yet. Not enough brown. Okay, get some of this stuff out of here. And grab my garbage. I think I said sour cream, and then on top I'm going to put a little hot sauce on there. I like the Marie Sharp's, the habanero pepper sauce. And I'm going to use the red. I have a green one too, but I like the contrast and color for the wet red with the salsa verde on the chips. This is one of my favorite hot sauces. I don't know if you can see that. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's from Belize, actually. I love that stuff. So, at this point, pretty much just waiting on, turn those off, it's fine. Just waiting on the broiler. It's almost, should be done in a little bit here. So how is everybody doing? I might have a couple minutes to kill here. Just tried Instacart for the first time yesterday. We ordered from Aldi, and we ordered from Von Hansen's Meats because I'm going to be doing some grilling pretty soon, and I needed some sausages, and we got some pork chops, and I got some andouille sausage, which I absolutely love. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but do something fun. My sour cream. Just gonna put a few dollops here and there. And nothing about this dish has to be pretty. This is just a really easy, quick breakfast. Oh yeah, now I got some color. You guys see that? You guys see that? That's pretty. All right, so put that right here. Got a nice little browning on some of those chips too. Looks really good. I'm actually very, very happy with that. Where's my spatula? Where's my spatula? Oh, there it is. Let's use that one. Just to nudge the eggs out here. So I don't want to get all this butter in here. There's a lot of butter. That yolk's still nice and soft. Yeah, okay, good. Good enough. Good enough. How hot is this? It's pretty hot. Well, it's in the oven. So, you know, that would make sense. Okay, so now I'm going to just top it with some onions. Hopefully break those up a little bit. Some Funyuns. No, not actual Funyuns. They're just fun onions. And you can dice these too. I just like the bigger chunks. A little bit of onions. A little bit of fresh jalapeno. I'll cover that egg yolk. There we go. Wherever you want those to go. Whatever we got here, just use it all. Just use it all. And then, let's see here. Put that onion in there. Let's see. I'm gonna do. Let's see. What do I want to do next? Do a couple dollops of sour cream next, because why not? Just for funsies. Just wherever. I'm not really going for any fancy plating right now. Just want it to look good. Want it to look tasty. Just wherever. A little bit there, why not? Yeah, sure, why not? There. Maybe a little bit more right there. Sure. Sure. Okay. Next I'm gonna crumble up a little bit. I'm gonna wipe my hand off here. And I just lick my fingers. I mean, I'm at home, so I don't really need to wash my hands. But I will. Just to keep the habit. Yeah, we'll do some queso fresco. Love this stuff. Okay, a good little chunk. Some crumblies on there. Noodles. Want a piece of cheese? Here you go. Okay, let's put that back in the package. I got the, rinse my hands off. Quick rinse. And then I'll just do a few little cilantro leaves here. I'm not gonna really dice them up, just gonna loosely toss them on here. Sounds good to me. I don't think you guys can see this. My hands are, should have dried my hands off better. Cilantro's sticking to my fingies. They call them fingers, but I've never seen them fing. Alright. There's that. More cilantro. Some of these leaves are looking pretty wilty. Okay. Get these stems out of here. This cheese out of here. Nice stuff over here. Let me toss this stuff in the garbage. This whole just gotta wipe down. Pick this up. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. See how quick that came together? Super fast, super simple, and super delicious. Oh, almost forgot. A little bit of hot sauce, just for funsies. I'm gonna give this a good shake. There we go. And that's breakfast. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you are inspired to try this on your own, because it's super easy, so fast it came together. And you can just put whatever you want in there. If I had some radish, I would probably put some radish on there. But yeah, it's super delicious and super easy. So, all right, everybody have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wait, turn off.